Hello. You are watching the Oswego State Women's Lacrosse game only on WTOP 10. Welcome to the Laker Turf Stadium on a chilly but sunny day here at the beautiful SUNY Oswego campus. We got a good one for you today as the Buffalo State Bengals march in to Oswego to take on the Oswego State Lakers. I am Matt Rudolph here, joined alongside Nick Stetter. Nick, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling great, Matt. We got an exciting matchup coming up, the battle for the 1 seed in the SUNY standings, both undefeated teams in SUNY conference play, and we got a real barn burner on our hands tonight.
Yeah, super happy to be alongside you today, Nick. But right now, I want to take a quick look at both teams' last matchups. Nick, tell me a little bit more about Oswego versus Oneonta's matchup against last Friday.
Well, I was on the call for that game here at Laker Turf last Friday, and what a performance by the Oswego Lakers. Oneonta kept it close. They really kept it. It was 2-2 at the end of that first quarter. They were playing really well off the counterattack, but Oswego pulled away and pulled away. Their pressing was a very important part of that, and making the goalie make a lot of mistakes for the Oneonta Red Dragons. But the Oswego State Lakers, after they found their groove, they just kept going and going and going, and a dominant victory for those Lakers.
Yeah, great win there for the Lakers, moving to 4-0 in the SUNY conference play so far. But now on the other side, Nick, Buffalo State faced off against Potsdam in an absolute just domination of a win over them. Talk me through how that game went.
I mean, an absolute clinic for Vanessa Willick. 8 goals on the night. You don't really see that. A double hat trick +2. She's a great contender for SUNY Player of the Year alongside Alexis Hill of the Oswego State Lakers, but also 5 goals from Josker and also 5 goals from Kira Grechowiak, and it's been an absolute dominant performance for the Buffalo State Bengals so far this entire season.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Nick. But moving on to some more specific players of both teams, Nick, who for Oswego do you see having a fantastic game today?
I'm looking at the sophomore Aubrey Green. She's had 7 goals in her past 2 matchups. She's got 26 on the season, 4 goals in that Oneonta matchup I mentioned beforehand. She's been on a hot streak, and I think if you're the Oswego State Lakers, you need to feed the hot hand. Aubrey Green is going to be absolutely phenomenal tonight.
Yeah, Green been so crucial so far this season to the Lakers' success, as she was actually just named last week SUNY Offensive Player of the Week. And you mentioned attack, but defensively, she is excellent too, moving the ball on both sides. Nick, who do you have an X factor being today for the Bengals on the other side?
And I mentioned her earlier in that dominating win against Potsdam, but Vanessa Willick, you kind of got to watch her, the senior leader. She's absolutely definitive the best player on this squad. 40 goals, 20 assists already in the season, and you haven't even gotten to playoff play, just having a real running for SUNY Player of the Year, as I mentioned earlier. What a player she is, and what a player she'll be today.
Yeah, going to be a force to be reckoned with today. I feel like the Oswego defense is going to have a little bit of a hard time stopping her, but I guess only time will tell, as we got 2 minutes until game time, so I am going to talk a little bit about my players to watch here today.
All right.
I'm going to take Alexis Hill. She has been a force to be reckoned with. 39 goals so far this season, 16 assists, 55 points. Senior attackman, SUNY Player of the Week 2 weeks ago. So she's been having a great season so far. Even on the Buffalo State side, Emily Josker is not far behind Willick, as you mentioned. She's at 39 goals compared to Willick's 40, and she has 19 assists compared to Willick's 20 assists. So both players are playing absolutely phenomenal so far this season, and I am expecting a very good matchup here.
Yeah, out of their minds. And the fact that Willick and Josker are that close to each other, 2 players having that many points, it just shows how versatile they can work off of each other too, because they can also stack up the goals and assists. It's really nice to have a dynamic duo, as you will, in their squad.
Yeah, definitely. And the Bengals coming off a hard loss last season to the Lakers. 15-14, the Lakers won in the SUNY semifinals, scoring 3 of their goals in the last 4 minutes of the game. Mackenzie Wynn scoring 2 of them to tie it up with a minute left, and then Alexis Hill just took over. She scored with 13 seconds left to put the Lakers ahead 15-14. The Lakers ended up proceeding, hosted the SUNY finals game against Cortland, beat Cortland for the second time. They had never beaten them before, so very great season. And the Lakers ended up moving on, winning the SUNY championship. And They just had a phenomenal season. So this is a revenge game, I feel like, for the Bengals.
Oh, yeah.
They are looking to come back here and take over this game.
Yeah, I mean, that game, and I went back and watched it before this because I really wanted to get into the right mind, and what an absolute thriller. The teams were neck and neck the entire time. You couldn't want anything more out of a lacrosse game than the Buff State Bengals versus the Lakers, and it's going to be an exciting matchup, and I'm hoping to see just as good as a thriller from that last matchup.
Yeah, it was a fantastic matchup. And as national anthems are about to start, we are going to throw to a quick break, and me and Nick will see you back in a moment.
Nice. Good block.
$50. You better watch out. It's gonna swat you like a bug.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty, spoiler alert! Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back between the pages!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Welcome back. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. If you're just joining us, this is the SUNY matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the Buffalo State Bengals. Thank you so much for tuning in today. So, Nick, we mentioned a little bit before players to watch. I want to talk a little bit about keys to this game. Both sides, both great teams. Both teams need different things to help them get through this game. One thing that I have for the Lakers to help them win this game is clearing. They need to keep the Bengals under the 80% margin that they've been at so far this season, and the Lakers need to keep their 85% clearing margin that they've been continuous with so far. I think the clearing game is going to matter so much when it comes to this game.
Yeah, and I want to build off that a little bit. I have a little different of a point, but when I looked at that Oneonta game last Friday, I saw the Lakers. They had a great press. They had two people on one, always just pressuring Oneonta in their own half. It rarely got to the Lakers' own half. So what the Lakers need to do, they need to press, they need to keep the press, but they also need to defend the counterattack better, because those two goals Oneonta scored both came off the counterattack and led them into a close game at the start of the matchup.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better, but as this matchup is about to get kicked off, let's go into a little bit of score predictions here. What are you thinking is going to be the final outcome for today's matchup?
This is going to be a nail-biter. It's going to be a close game, but I still believe the Oswego Lakers will repeat what they did against Buff State last time and win this game 15-11 on the day.
Yeah, and me, on the other hand, I think that is going to be a little closer. I think the Lakers are going to take this victory 14-12 as this matchup is about to get started. We have Hill and Josker at the draw as the ball flies up into the air. Nash for the Lakers picks it up, looking to clear it out. Nash over the midline. Going down the right alley. Nash passes it up to Dix. Dix over to Costello. Gross with the ball as she passes it down to number 3, Noel Smith. Ball back with Dix at the top center. Over to Costello. And the Lakers are looking to set up a very good offensive possession here. Get the draw first with 60 seconds left on the shot clock. There's a player to watch, number 15, Aubriana Green down there that we just saw with the ball. As Hill has the ball again, drives into the crease, gets triple team, shoots, and she scores! What a shot that was. Hits the goalie's shoulder, goes right in and almost hits the top pipe as she gets her 40th goal of the season.
What an absolute amazing milestone for Alexis Hill, putting her name in the hat for the SUNY Athlete of the Year, but also that's a horrible start for the Buffalo State Bengals, and their goaltenders have had issues this entire season. I mean, they've played kind of evenly split reps, and their save percentages aren't great, 54 to 53%. They really got to start a lot stronger. That entire offensive possession was what the Lakers needed because they wanted to see how the Buff State Bengals would react to that offense. They didn't react in time at all, and Alexis Hill wide open.
Yeah, Pino and Lum been splitting reps for the Bengals so far in net this season, both with a 53.5% save percentage. So Lum with a little bit more minutes in the net, but today, starting in net, it is going to be Pino. And we are going to get off to our second draw of the day with 14:50 here in the first quarter. Yeah, again, it is going to be Josker and Hill. And we're off. Hill gets it right into her own stick as she rolls, fakes it, driving down the left alley. Hill still with the ball, looking to get it to somebody open. Smith calls for it and gets the ball.
This is where they're going to make their play. They're going to get in formation. They got a lot of time here. You're going to move the defense and try to find an opening.
Yeah, exactly. Dix at the top center with the ball as she passes it down to Costello. This Hill runs back on the field. Over to Girardi. Ball at X now with Green. And a card is going to be pulled out here as number 14 for the Bengals, Emma Ramsire, runs off the field. And it is going to be a yellow card on the Bengals.
If I'm honest with you, I don't know what happened. I was focused so much on Green trying to make the play from behind the net. I couldn't quite get a grasp of what went on.
Yeah, Nick, I didn't see exactly what happened. It looked like a little bit of off-ball physicality from Ramsire on Hill. It's going to be Lakers ball. Hill starting with the ball in the bottom right-hand corner here as the whistle gets right back off. Dix with the ball in the top center. Over to Girardi. Kroos. Down to Smith. Green back up to Hill. looking to set something in. Dix cuts to the center of the crease. Cutter's coming in from everywhere. Kroos gets the ball. Hard stick check. And the ball's going to go up. Whistle is going to be blown, and it looks like this is going to be a free position shot here for the Lakers. Cassidy Kroos, number 4. Looks like she's going to be taking the shot. She got hit hard in the center of the crease.
And Kroos, 24 goals on the season. She's been an absolute reliable shooter and offensive player for the Oswego State Lakers, and she's looking to get her 25th right now.
Kroos off. She shoots, and a fantastic save from Pino. Bottom, right almost through the center of her legs. Great save as she lays it right out. Buffalo State picks up the ball. That's going to be number 31, Maya Brown. As she gets quadruple teamed in the center of the field. Great stick check there from Girardi. Bengals are going to pick the ball back up.
And this is what Oswego does. The press gets them to find turnovers in the own half of the Buff State Bengals, and now they got a counter opportunity.
Hill picks up the ground ball. She sprints to the cage. She shoots and gets a nice stick check from a Bengal there. Bino's going to pick up that ball. New shot clock for the Bengals.
And look how high the entire Lakers squad is playing right now. They do not want this ball in their half one bit. And
it's going to be Jazowski with the ball. She passes it up. Evans Murphy running over the midline. She's getting double teamed as she gets free. Looking to set up the Bengals' first offensive possession of the game. Cadez with the ball. She passes it over to Struck. Inside crease cut. Ball just goes wide left. And that's going to be number 19 with the ball, Izzy Tutino. She passes it back down. Ball goes over to Struck. Back up to Josker. Josker looking to set something up here. Josker back with the ball. Looking to dodge on number 7, Catherine Nash. Josker down the right alley. Rolls back. Back up to Willick. Willick dodges down her left. Rolls inside. Backhand shot, and it goes just wide right of the net. Back up there for the Bengals. It is going to stay Bengals ball with 10 seconds and the clock ticking. Need to get a shot off here. Willick cuts into the crease. Nothing's there, and the shot clock is going to be blown. Lakers are going to take the ball back over. Great, fantastic defense that was from the Lakers. Nick, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's a perfect possession there for the Lakers. You really showed that you guys can be calm under pressure. You guys could make the moves that are necessary. You didn't bite at anything, and the Lakers, oh, wow.
A hard hit, very hard hit from Maya Brown on Sadie Zemenak. Looks like she's going to be running off the field with another yellow card as the Lakers are going to go on a man-up advantage. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty, excuse me.
Laid the boomstick in the middle of the field there, but this is where the Lakers really need to capitalize with an 80-second shot clock and a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, that was a very hard hit. Good job for Zemenak, though, being able to get right back up. She's going to start with the ball just over the midline. And the whistle is about to be blown. We are off. Zemenak with the ball. She passes it all the way down. Long pass over to Hill. Hill looking to set something up here in her own offensive zone. Looking for her 41st goal of the season. Dix with the ball in the top center. Over to Girardi. Back down to Kroos. Green. Inside cut. Fantastic move and a great stick check from number 13. Running Rabbit. Costello. Playing defense.
Oh, look at the speed here.
Yeah, and that's going to be Jahovsky. That sprints down the field. She just had wheels on her. And Green getting a nice little behind the back check there. That's going to be Josker, with the ball as she passes it down to Struck. Back up to Josker. Struck again. Great defense there from freshman Dominique Brown. Struck still trying to get some movement here.
Wow.
Brown playing fantastic defense. Struck can go nowhere right now.
Reading the hips of which turn she makes. It's beautiful by Dominique Brown right now, and what a play there.
And Brown gets a nice interception there. gets the ball on the ground as she picks up the ground ball and passes it back down to Nash. Nash, hard hit. She picks it back up in the bottom left-hand corner and gets pushed out of bounds. I don't know what the refs are going to be calling here. It is going to be Bengals ball. As Kaylee Cadez picks up a fast ground ball and sprints to the net, getting her first goal of the game, putting this to a tie game 1-1 with 8:54 left in this first quarter.
21 goals on the season now for Cadiz, and what a play that was. She took advantage of the confusion on the field. She knew the rules of the game. Smart players can adapt and move quickly, and easy goal. It was a one-on-one by the time she had the ball the entire run, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the whistle blow, and then all of a sudden Cadez blows out, and she gets her first of the game. Fantastic goal. Way to take advantage of the confusion there. Great IQ play from her.
Being a man down as well, very impressive for the Buff State Bengals. Oswego really need to take advantage of this 25-second clock right here.
Yeah, and the penalty is not going to be dismissed yet because the Bengals did score. So it is going to be yet again Josker and Hill on the draw. Ball's getting set. And we're off. Hill up in the air. Nice little stick check. It is going to be Bengals ball. Looked like just a tad bit of an illegal move there. Maybe swinging her stick a little bit too much. And that's going to be Jazowski with the ball. As she just throws it wide high. And it's going to be Bengals ball. Cadez with the ball. Looking for her second. As Josker has the ball. And a great coaching battle that we have here. Britt Howard for the Lakers. She's been here for almost a decade now as Bean Minard for the Bengals. This is her first season as the head coach. She's currently got an 8-2 season, so she has been helping coach this Bengals team very well so far early in the season. Or excuse me, I guess it's kind of now though.
Yeah.
10 games through, the season's flying by. But on the other hand, Britt Howard for the Lakers, she's currently 7-4 this season. She just coached the Lakers to their first ever SUNY title. So both coaches are having a pretty good year so far, I would say.
Of course, and Bean's actually the interim head coach for the Buff State Bengals right now, and got their first win this season. This is their first year coaching, and having a 7-2 record in your first year and being undefeated in conference, that's not something to shy about and throw over your shoulder.
Yeah, not at all. Great season, great start for both teams. Looking to make a big statement here in this matchup. And that looked like it was going to be a Bengal just bad pass, and Zemnek is going to pick up the ball. It is going to be a green card on number 2.
Her stick got a little bit of Zemanek's face there, it looked like. Trying to get the ball out of the stick of Zemanek, kind of put the stick across her body and straight into the dome, it looked like.
Yeah, Jahoviak just got a little too physical there. She's going to pick up a 1-minute penalty, and the Lakers are going to go up yet again on a man-up opportunity here. As Zemanek gets the ball over to Green. Green gets by 2 players. 3 now.
Oh, wow.
She's getting in, and she calms the ball down, gets it over to Hill. And now the ball with Dix at the top center. Kroos now. And there's some new faces that we haven't really seen that have started this season. Number 2, Gianna Zarillo, very good attack for the Lakers so far. She's not out there. Kroos shoots and scores! Quick pass from Smith, and Kroos is going to pick up her 25th goal of the season. Great shot from her.
What a play to get. They made up for the previous man-down situation in that goal, and that's going to help them a lot. 2-1 is a detrimental lead to have right now. We got 6 minutes left in this first quarter. You want to keep this lead. Another goal would probably put them not comfortable, because you're never comfortable with only a 2-goal lead in lacrosse, but it will give you a little bit of cushion to make risky plays, to make advances that Buff State isn't ready for, in my opinion. So I think what a goal and what a momentum shift.
Yeah, exactly. You couldn't have said it any better, Nick. As more goals get onto your scoreboard, the more comfortable you get, the more opportunities you have to get a little bit riskier on the plays, and the Lakers are going to look to start doing that. And yet again, it is going to be Josker and Hill on the draw. Lakers so far 3-0 on draw controls. which actually, in fact, was another one of my X factors for the game, was going to be draw controls. So far this season, the Bengals are 100. They've won 149 draw controls compared to the Lakers, who have only won 117. So one of my things was Lakers are really going to need to take advantage and win draw controls today, and so far they've been doing just that.
4-0 now after that one by Hill, who's got them into their offensive possession right now.
Yeah, and it is going to be Dix again in the top center. Vasello now on the field. Gross with the ball. Up to Vasello. Vasello looking to cut to her right hand. Rolls back over to Dix. Dix looking to do the same. Puts it in her left over to Kroos. Kroos gets it over to Costello. Back down to Green. Green dodges, face dodge, gets it inside. Cross crease pass over to Costello. Just hits her stick. Couldn't hang on to that one. And Vasello is going to pick up the ball back for the Lakers with 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Vasello over to Kroos, down to Smith, back up to Vasello. Over to Dix. Dix fake shoots, and a nice stick check there from the Bengals. That's going to be Jehoviak with the ball. As she gets stepped on, it's going to be Bengals ball. Jehoviak picks up the ball in her defensive end, looking to clear it out here. Looks like she might be getting triple teamed here.
Great defense, but this press is what leads to a lot of turnovers. And Abigail Dix, once again, it's a 2-on-3.
Dix dodges to her right. She just brings it to X. Smart play by her. Try to set something back up here as she passes it into Kroos. Kroos shoots and scores. Kroos from Dix. What a fantastic play that was. Dix, as I mentioned, great IQ, being able to bring that to X, calm the play down a little bit, and then there she was, Kroos. Second goal of the game, 26th of the season. She was wide open right on the crease and shoots and scores, putting the Lakers up 3-1 with 5 minutes left in this first quarter.
Yeah, Kroos and Green tied at 26 apiece on the season, 52 combined, and Kroos once again finding the right spot. You don't need to move with the ball the entire time. You got to make the off-ball runs. That's what confuses defenses. That's what gets people open, and Kroos has been absolutely lethal at doing that today.
Yeah, Kroos, second team all-conference player for the Lakers last season. She's been playing phenomenal so far this season as well. And it is going to be Josker and Vasello, I think, on the draw here.
Can't really see that. Ref's blocking your vision.
Excuse me, Dix, not Vasello on the draw. As Hill almost picks up that ground ball, but Jehoviak gets there, and then a stick check goes out of bounds, so it is going to be Lakers ball as Dix is looking to bring this in.
Great play by Dix, and, you know, she's one of my favorite players to watch. She's not as big on the score sheet as a Cassidy Kroos or an Alexis Hill or an Aubrey Green, but I think that the hustle and energy she brings to the offensive attack and even on the defensive side, Abigail Dix is detrimental to this team's success. It's just not shown on the stat sheet.
Yeah, and she's a freshman too, so she's making an early remark here for her own name, making a statement early as a freshman for this Lakers offense and defense.
Oh, yeah.
And that is going to be Struck with the ball in the bottom corner. As she passes it over to Cadez. Cadez over to Totino. Totino back down to Cadez. Back over to Struck. Struck looks like she's trying to set something up here as she passes it back down to Josker. Josker going over the top left wing now. Getting into the center. Right at the top of the 8-meter mark. She passes it right in over to Cadez. Cadez back out. Josker flips it over to Willick. Willick drives in, spin move, and a great stick check from the Lakers. As Ikavasi picks up the ball, goalie for the Lakers behind the net. Hill takes the ball from X, being guarded by Cadez.
And this is the speed of Alexis Hill on display right now. Can she get past the entire Buff State defense right here? She's looking, and now you got to recycle the play and make a move to get your offense into their possession.
And Hill passed it over to Smith. Smith up to Vasello. Vasello back over to Dix. And And the Lakers are looking to score another one here before time runs out in this first quarter as Green runs into the center of the crease and passes it back out to Vassalo. She dodges to her right, passes it down to Costello. Back over to Smith. Smith looks to wrap around the cage. Passes it back up to Green. Green, face dodge. Spin move. Vassalo sets a pick. Green gets it out to Costello. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Costello bringing it to the top center.
You got a lot of time here. You really got to use it well. A lot of off-ball runs need to be made. Someone's going to be open.
Yeah, and Hill puts it in her right hand. Face dodge to the left. She shoots and scores. Fantastic shot from Hill. Sidearm, almost top left corner. She gets her 41st goal of the season.
What an absolute amazing play by Alexis Hill. And you saw crossing the crease right there, number 18 for the Oswego State Lakers, Addison Costello. She crossed the crease, left the crease wide open because her defender followed her and tracked her down, and Hill was able to just work one-on-one, and you don't want to be in a one-on-one situation with Alexis Hill any day of the week. What a play.
No, Hill just continues to make a name for herself more than she already has on this Lakers team as she is running back up to the midline looking to take this draw again. Score 4-1 with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. If you are just tuning in, I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter for the SUNY matchup between the Buffalo State Bengals and the Oswego State Lakers. Hill and Josker. Ball in the air. Looks like Dix is going to pick this ball up, and that she does as she rolls to her right, looking to get it to an open player, and she passes it over to Costello.
Great control to get through 3 defenders there by Abigail Dix, and now you got another chance to get another goal right before the quarter ends. You got 70 seconds. In my opinion, I use them all. Give Buff State the least amount of time to possibly score.
Yeah, I would do the exact same thing here, Nick. I would try to run out as much time as possible, do another shot, and about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Dix passes it over to Costello, who shoots and scores. Fantastic pass from Dix to put the Lakers up 5-1 here in the first quarter.
Wow. This is not what we expected to start this game off. I guarantee you we both thought this would be closer, but Costello, what a run there. Buff State cannot defend the middle right now. They're not following their runners. They're playing pretty lazy, in my opinion. And Costello just wide open in the middle. She takes one step, it's a goal. That's all she needs.
Yeah, that was a great play from Costello. That is going to be her 5th goal of the season, so she's starting to rack up points on the stat sheet a little bit here for the Lakers. But like we have just mentioned, Dix is such an adverse player here for the Lakers as she has 2 assists now on the day. It is going to be Hill and Josker again for the draw. Whistle. And Hill gets the ball. Drops it, though, and it gets into the stick of Vanessa Willick. Willick, little flip pass over to Jahovsky. Jahovsky getting double-teamed close to X, but she passes it over to Cadez. Cadez up to Struck. New player we haven't seen here for the Bengals yet. That's number 16, Alona Jackson.
Buff State really needs something here if they want to stay in this matchup.
Yeah, momentum is everything here as Jahovsky drives to her right. She shoots, and it just isn't powerful enough. Alana Ikavasi comes out of the cage with the ball. She's getting triple teamed.
Here we go.
And she passes it right up close to Dix. Dix picks up the ball. She's getting double teamed now. And she gives a line drive pass over to Gross, who can't handle that one. Can she keep it in? She can. But great defense there from number 13, Serena Running Rabbit, as she knocks the stick out. It is going to be Lakers ball, though, with 26 seconds here left in the first quarter. Smith with the ball in the bottom right-hand corner. Smith up to Green. 15 seconds left.
And the Buff State bench is hooting and hollering, trying to get Oswego out of their groove and get into a weird funk right now.
Yeah, Green with a quick face dodge as she's driving in. Looks like she's going to hold on to this one, though. She runs to the Oswego State Oswego State bench. And that is going to do it here in the first quarter. 5-1 Lakers.
Wow. I mean, what a dominating start for the Oswego State Lakers. They've pressed beautifully. They've defended well. And they've been very smart just as an entire team in general. Yes, that one goal was a slip-up, but besides that, they've been absolutely poised in this entire matchup. And what a statement win this would be if this domination continues, Matt.
Yeah, Lakers, I don't think they were even expecting to do this after how close the game was last year. 5-1, though, in the first quarter as they're making a name for themselves here early. Lakers are looking to continue this domination going into the second quarter. And I think that, as we mentioned earlier, goes into the coaching battle that we will get back into in a little bit.
I can also take you for a little trip around the SUNY, though, man.
Yeah, we'll do that right when we come back. There's so much more to see, though, from your student-run network, WTOP 10. Check out highlights, articles, original productions, news, and much more on our website. Go to WTOP10.com. We can.
Here we don't have a lot of time.
Hello and welcome back to the Laker Turf Stadium. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. We are currently going into the second quarter of this matchup. Lakers up 5-1. Nick, as we were just mentioning before that short break, this coaching battle, I think that's what it's all going to come down to today, is the brand new coach here. Can she keep up with the domination that Britt Howard has been doing so far in this Lakers offense?
I think you really got to adapt to what Oswego are doing. They're pressing high. You need to find a way to break the press. Once you break the press, that's when you can set up your offense and make plays out of it. But also, I kind of want to mention what's going on around the Sudiac right now. Plattsburgh is beating Potsdam 2-1 at the end of the first. We have Oneonta and New Paltz tied at 1-1. The undefeated Cortland Red Dragons are absolutely stomping Canton 6-0. Buff State at Oswego, as you know, is 5-1. And finally, Fredonia only with a one-goal lead against Morrisville.
Yeah, and an odd start here to the quarter. I don't know exactly what happened, but Lakers started with the ball, and they just ran a little two-man action there with Hill and Green looking to do something. Looks like there's going to be a penalty, though, on number 14 for the Bengals. That's going to be Emma Ranzire as she comes off for 2 minutes.
Yeah, an odd start there, man. I completely agree with you. I was kind of confused on it, but are we going to have a one-on-one opportunity here? Alexis Hill versus Pinot.
Yeah, Hill looking for her 42nd goal of the season, and a hat trick already today. Hill ready to take off. And it looks like a whistle has been blown.
It's like icing the kicker in football.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it any better, Nick. So this is going to give Hill a little bit of extra time thinking about where she wants to place this ball.
And Hill's explosive. She's quick. I guarantee you she beats the two defenders off the line immediately, and it's going to be a one-on-one right there. And as I said, after she scored her second goal, nobody wants to be in a one-on-one with Alexis Hill.
And as Hill gets set back up again, cradling the ball, she rips it, and a great save that was. It is going to stay Lakers ball, though.
What a save. That was a very amazing block. And what the Bengals need to do now, they need to take advantage of that save. You need to get the ball out of your half right now.
Yeah, Pino with a great save there. She's showing why she should be the starting goalie, especially since both keepers for the Bengals have been sharing time so far this season. Smith with the ball in the bottom left-hand corner. She passes it up to Dix. Dix, face dodge, comes back out. Hill now with the ball. She rips it wide left, and another great save from Pino. right off the stick, and it's going to be Costello who picks up the ball in the top left-hand corner there. Back down to Green. Green over to Smith. Smith dodges, passes it up to Kroos. Great handle there from her as she passes it back over to Costello. Lakers are looking to wrap this ball around again. Hill cuts to the crease. Green with the ball. Green cuts it right into Costello. Costello shoots and she scores. That's her second of the game and her 6th of the season. Great game so far for her. That is now Costello and Kroos who are flirting with the hat trick for today after Hill just got hers. And what a great shot that was from Costello.
I mean, 2 goals for 3 Lakers today, and Costello, in my opinion, so far, she's been the player of the game. I mean, she's made off-ball runs. She's forced a lot of confusion in this Buff State Bengals defense, and 2 goals now, 6-1 against the Buffalo State Bengals, who were, in my opinion, the closest thing to Oswego last year. What a dominating performance, Matt.
Yeah, the Lakers really came out here to play today, and it is showing. A little bit chilly out, but this is what the Lakers live for. I mean, I guess the Bengals do too. They're from Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, they know.
They might get a little bit worse weather than we do, but you'll never really know.
I don't know about yesterday. Yesterday was horrible.
Yeah, yesterday was pretty cold here in Oswego. We got snow in April again, so that was quite surprising. And that is going to be Bengals draw control there. Willick with the ball. She passes it down over to Josker.
And Willick's kind of been a non-factor. We mentioned her as a player to watch, and obviously the numbers don't lie, 40 and 20 on the entire year, but we haven't seen a lot from her. The Lakers have been playing a great game defensively to stop her.
Yeah, Lakers' defense so far has just been straight domination, and their offense has been keeping the ball almost on their offensive zone the entire time. But Bengals are looking to get set up here again, score their second goal of the game. It's number 19, Izzy Tutino, dodges down, gets past 2 players and passes it back out to Josker. Josker looking to do something to the ball. Dodges to her right, gets past the defender. Looking for cutters, nothing there. As Jehovic gets the ball in the crease. She gets triple teamed, hard hit, no whistle. And she's looking to pick up the ground ball for herself again. Nice little ground ball scuffle that we got going on here.
Oh, wow.
All players are going all out here. That's Costello. And Green kicks it out. Smart play by her, but it is going to go into a Bengals stick. That's going to be number 6, Madison Braun. Braun passes it up over to Jackson.
I was laughing there. I just couldn't believe no one could get that ball in their stick. And finally, the Buffalo State Bengals have a chance to repossess. But shot clock goes after the flurry of attempts to get that ball.
Yeah, that was quite the ground ball scuffle that I just saw there. I think that took about almost 40 seconds off the shot clock.
Oh, yeah.
So the Lakers are going to take possession back over here as Nash is looking to go over the midline. That she does. Dodges to her right. Brings the ball into the offensive zone. And she's looking to get it to one of her offensive players. And Kroos, that is. Kroos looking to bring it to X. Over to Smith.
Oh, what a play by
Smith.
Noelle Smith.
Smith dodges right into the center of the crease, and she shoots and scores. That is going to be her first goal of the game.
What a right over the left shoulder of Pinot, who started hot, but now out of her groove. And Noelle Smith, I mean, that play was all her. It was a beautiful run, got past the defenders. And I just see Buff State, they seem like they're playing a lazy ball game. They're not really hustling as much as the Lakers do. You know, man, I would love to sit down at an Oswego Lakers women's lacrosse practice and see how much running they do, because it seems like they just don't stop. They have a constant engine going on.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. These Lakers seem like they are just so much more conditioned than the Bengals this matchup. And that was going to be Smith's 7th goal of the season. Senior captain here for the Lakers as she gets her first of the day. Hill and Josker on the draw. Ball in the air. Hill flies it far. And that's going to be Willick, who picks up the ground ball for the Bengals. She gets by 3 players. Willick still with the ball and passes it just over the head of Josker. And a nice little ground ball scuffle going on there again. That's going to be number 13, Geddes, with the ball. Geddes passes it back over to Nash. Nash passes it up to Zemanek. Zemanek gets it over the midline, over the restraining line. And she gets it down to Smith. Just a little high pass. Smith holds on to that, though. Great handle from her as she passes it up to Vassilo. Vassilo over to Green. Costello. And Geddes on the offensive side of the field now. We've seen her mainly playing defense so far today, so let's see what she can do. Kroos with the ball now as she gets it back down to Smith.
I like seeing Geddes on offense now. As I said before, the more goals you score, the more risks you can take, and this might be a blessing in disguise. Oswego looking to conjure up a play right here on that right side.
Yeah, and Smith dodges all by herself again. Doesn't get anything out of it that time, but gets it back up to Vassilo, looking to set something up here. And goggles are flying. That's going to be
the goggles of Costello.
Costello. As her goggles fly off, whistle blown, she's going to put those back on, and the game will continue.
And number 2 of the Buff State Bengals will be sitting out for a little bit.
Yeah, it looked to be on Jahoviak, number 2 for the Bengals. Yeah, and so far today, although Lakers are up 7-1, Buffalo State goalie Pino, she has a 28.5 save percentage, so she's looking to improve that with only 2 saves and 7 goals against, so far. So hoping to get a little bit better of a game out of her as Geddes with the ball.
And the previous goalie, Lum, had 2 goals against with a .33 save percentage. I mean, there's definitely a goalie controversy going on here at the Buffalo State Bengals team.
Yeah, and a nice shot there from Hill. It just gets stick checked, though, rolls out, and Lakers are going to continue with this ball. Yeah, and as you were just mentioning, both goalies with a phenomenal save percentage. Both have been playing pretty well so far this season, so I'm interested to see if we'll see a goalie change here in the near future as the score is 7-1.
Judging off this, I believe Lum's kind of earned the start today and the rest of the game today. I mean, 5 goals in a quarter isn't what you want to see. Sorry, Pinot deserves a start so far. Apologies. Lum was the one who led up to 5.
And I'm just realizing that is Lum now in net. It's not Pinot anymore. So, as we were just mentioning, the goalie change already did happen. I couldn't see the number this far away on her jersey. So, Lum now in net. Hard hit on number 34 freshman Dominique Brown from Buffalo's Maya Brown. So, Cadez. That was going to be hard hit.
Oh, another goalie change being made.
Yeah, and it looks like Pino is going to be coming back out here. I wonder if there was just a little something wrong with her stick.
The second you brought it up, she comes right back in for you.
So it's going to be Lakers ball. That is going to be Noelle Smith, number 3 in the bottom left-hand corner. She's going to be starting with the ball here for the Lakers with 8:39 left in this first half. Smith waiting for the clock to get started again. Looks like there might just be a little bit of confusion going on here. And it looks like goalie
I was about to say, there's a penalty for
got
Lum.
a penalty. So that is why Pino's coming back in. I have zero idea what Lum could have done to got a penalty. But that's an odd situation that I haven't seen before in a lacrosse game.
You find something new every day, Matt, and that is definitely something new. I really am interested in what that call is.
And it looks like even the refs are still just trying to discuss it as a lot of time has been ticking off here.
What a bizarre turn of events.
Yeah, and it looks like we're about to get kicked right back off here. A fresh 90 as the ref waves his hand for the Lakers. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty on goalie Brielle Lum.
It was a yellow card for Brielle Lum as well.
So Geddes passes it down to Costello, over to Hill. Geddes back at the top of the ball. Back over to Hill. Hill Cut crease over to Kroos. Kroos shoots and she scores on the power play. Fantastic ball movement for the Lakers. That is going to be Kroos' hat trick for today. Great ball movement, great shot. Overall, great play from the Lakers.
What a play by Kroos, and what a day by Kroos so far. Hat trick already. We're not even at halftime yet. And I say that has to be an absolute spirit crusher for Pinot, coming immediately in and getting scored on, allowing 6 goals so far on the day, and only saving 25% of her shots. Absolute spirit crusher for Pinot, but what a play by Cassidy Kroos.
Yeah, and as the Bengals take their first time out of this half with 8:18 left, I want to talk a little bit about, as we've mentioned before, this coaching battle. Like, if you're Coach Minard right now in this with the Bengals, what are you saying to these players when you're down 8-1 before the half's even over?
If I'm honest with you, I think if I'm Coach Minard, I'm going to look at my players and I'm going to say, this is not us. This is not what we have trained for. We know we can compete with this team. We did compete with this team when they became SUNY champions. I think they just got to wake up. Something's off. Something seems really off with this Buffalo State Bengal team right now, and you can't put it together. Everything seems slower than what they're usually able to do in my head.
Yeah, both teams on a 5-game win streak here. It's very interesting to see what the Bengals are going to be doing here, especially since they're 8-2, as you said. This doesn't seem like the Bengals offense that we've seen so far this season, especially being 8-2.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand side of things, the Lakers currently are 7-2 this season by leading by more than 7 goals going into the half. And I mean, we still got 8 minutes until the half. But, well, I'm excited to see what the Lakers continue to do and how they can hold out for the rest of this game.
And a 7-goal deficit is no easy thing to make up, especially in a game where it seems like it's been all Oswego right now. But nothing is impossible in the world of sports, no matter where you're playing. You could be playing from lacrosse to badminton. Everything can happen in any sport. I'm really excited to see if something might come true to what I've just said.
Yeah, and even looking back at last year, going into the final quarter of this game, it was 11-7 Lakers. And the Bengals almost came back. As I mentioned in pregame, they let up 3 goals with less than 4 minutes to go, and the final score was 15-14 Lakers. The Bengals scored 7 goals in the fourth quarter. So I don't want to count them out just yet. I don't think that this game is even close to over. There's still a lot of lacrosse here left in this game. So I wouldn't count out the Bengals quite yet.
And they've been such a strong team this year, too. I mean, 150 goals to opponents, 46 on the year. From the defensive side and the offensive side, they've been better than Oswego in every statistic. It just seems like right now Oswego had a way better game plan and way better strategy coming into this matchup.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better, Nick. And as the whistle is about to get taken blow again, Lum is still going to have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on her penalty. It's going to be Josker and Hill on the draw. Hill flips it up. That's going to be Dix and Willick fighting for the ball. Willick picks up the ground ball. Sheath, long pass over to Josker. Josker couldn't hang on to that, and it's going to be Zemanek who picks the ball back up, passes it over to Costello over the midline. Costello wheels as she rolls, gets it over to Dix, looking to set up an offensive possession here. Smith with the ball in the bottom left-hand corner. She gets it over to number 2, Gianna Zarillo. She just came into the game for the first time so far. Kroos with the ball again. Jeddes with the ball. Down to Zarillo.
And a little fun fact for you here, Matt. Vanessa Willick goalless right now, but she has never not scored in the first half. She is perfect in the first half from scoring. This could be the potential first day if we don't see something in 7 minutes from these Bengals.
Yeah, and that was going to be a cross-crease pass from Hill over to Dix. Didn't connect on that. But that is a very crazy stat. Willick is a senior, and so I think a 4-year starter for the Bengals. So that is a very crazy stat that she has had at least 1 goal every game in the first half since she's been playing at Buffalo State. And Zarillo passes it down to Hill, and a hard hit. It is going to be, looks like a charge foul on Hill, and then the Bengals are going to take it back control of the ball. It's going to be Jackson sprinting over the midline. Jackson looking for open space for the Bengals as she passes it down over to Maddie Braun. That's going to be Cadez with the ball now. Cadez looking to set something up here. Jahavki. Over back to Jackson. Jackson down to Josker. Josker down to X. Little hidden ball trick it looked like to be there. That's going to be Cadez. Cadez shoots and scores! Gets right past Catherine Nash for the Lakers, and she puts one in the back of the net, putting these Bengals down 6 goals, 8-2 with 6 minutes left. That is the type of offense that we were looking for from the Bengals, Nick.
Well,
great ball movement, and it showed.
It wasn't Willick, like we were just talking about, but it's Cadez once more on the day. 2 goals, 2 out of 2 goals for the Buffalo State Bengals. She's had a great day so far, and Oswego, you can't get complacent now. We just mentioned that Buffalo State know how to come from behind and make plays late into the game. You need to keep going, keep your momentum, but Buffalo State are looking to get right back into this. There is plenty of time on that clock.
Yeah, Cadez, that is going to be her 22nd goal of the season, putting her at 41 points. And on the draw, we are going to have Josker and Hill again. 6 minutes left in the first half. Ball is in the air. That's going to be Willick that just barely misses the ground ball. Green is going to pick it up for the Lakers, though. Green over to Smith. Smith looking to bring the ball to X as she gets the ball over to Zerillo. Zerillo back up to Costello. Over to Dix. Dix far pass to Kroos. The Lakers are doing a great job at getting the ball around, burning time off the clock. That's kind of exactly what I think I would be looking for as a coach here. Just trying to burn as much time off the clock as possible while you have a 6-goal lead.
I completely agree, Matt. You do not want Buff State to have the opportunities, so you want to take the time to make offensive possessions smart and easy.
Yeah, and Maya Brown with a hard hit there on Green. Whistle is going to be blown, and maybe looks like an 8-meter shot free position for Green. She's looking for her 27th goal.
And Maya Brown has been very aggressive this matchup. She's been all over the place, and here we go with this free position. Another stoppage. That's the second time they have iced the Oswego State Lakers in this free position.
Green off. She shoots and she scores off the free position shot. That's going to be her 13th of the season off free position, putting these Lakers back up 9-2 with 5:11 left in this first half.
And I have to say, she was our player to watch going in. Aubrey Green, she's got 27 now on the season. She's as calm as you like from those situations, especially being that young as a sophomore, being so calm in free position shots. What a play by Green. 8 goals in 3 games.
Yeah, she's been having one of the better performances out of these Lakers these last few games, especially sophomore. So I'm excited to see what she keeps doing this game. SUNYAC Player of the Week last week, great accomplishment for her. She was a first-team All-SUNYAC player last year, so I'm very excited to see what else she brings to the table for the Lakers today. 9-2 with 5:11 left in the first half. Josker and Hill on the draw. Ref getting everybody set as the whistle blows. Ball in the air, goes right into the Lakers' defensive zone. And that's going to be Zemenek who picks the ball up. She gets it over to Nash. A hard hit on Zemenek. Nash over to number 16 for the Lakers. That's going to be Sydney Ham. Ham looking to do something with the ball as she brings it over the midline. Gets a Jahovzak gets a check, and it's going to stay Lakers ball. Kroos being guarded by Willick. She gets the ball over to Green.
I liked what Buff State was trying to attempt to do there. They tried to run a high press. You really didn't see that so far this entire game, and had a 3-on-1 there. I really feel like they should have got the ball, but great play by the Lakers to get it through and break the press, and now they got another offensive possession.
Yeah, it's something that we mentioned actually in pregame, Nick, which was I said one of the X factors to win this game is going to be able to clear the ball. And so far this game, the Lakers have been doing that as they are 6 for 6, and it is going to be a shot.
And another goal. I believe that was number 2 for the Oswego State Lakers, Gianna Zarillo.
Gianna Zarillo getting her first goal of the game. No, it is going to be Costello as she gets her third goal, a hat trick for her.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic goal from her. Couldn't see exactly who it was up here, but she gets her third of the game and helps put these Lakers up 10-2 with 4:08 left in the first half.
And, I mean, the bench is partying over there. You see players jumping for joy, having a great time. I mean, you can tell Lakers are out here just having fun right now. They know they got the lead. They know they got the advantage, and they want to play hard still because you get to that 10-goal period, you get a running clock as well, and they really want to make sure that this game is sealed.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better as the draw is about to get kicked off again. It's going to be Hill with a great ground ball there. Almost a one-handed, just missed it a little bit as she dodges to her left, gets the ball over to Kroos. Kroos pushing hard and pulls the ball back out over to Costello, who just scored her third of the game. Smith now with the ball in the bottom left corner. She gets it over to Zarillo. Zarillo back up to Costello. Over to Green at the top center of the arc. Kroos now with the ball. Back down to Smith. Lakers doing a great job here making the easy passes. Dix now with the ball as she gets it over to Costello. Back down over to Green. Green dodges to her left looking for an open player. Passes it over to Kroos. Great defense from Maya Brown. Costello now with the ball. She passes it over to Smith. And a hard hit on Smith. That looks like it is going to be a free position shot for the Lakers. Smith looking for her second of the game off this position shot.
And Josker was not happy at all with that call. She believes she got off clean. It was a very great defensive play, but the ref does not see eye to eye with Josker in one bit.
Yeah, and it is going to be Smith taking the free position shot. She passes it out over to Green. Green gets double teamed. Another hard hit right in the center of the crease. Kroos picks the ball back up for the Lakers, though. Dix now with the ball. Dix runs around the right side. She dodges to her left. Breaks ankles. And it is going to be a whistle blown as Dix seems to be getting set up for her free position shot.
Bodies were flying everywhere in the span of about 3 plays right there. On the left side, Green tried to get a shot up, and now Dix is breaking ankles too.
Dix looking for her 12th of the season. Dix shoots and scores. Bounce shot right past Lum. Great shot from Dix as she puts the score to 11-2 Lakers here with 2:21 left in the first.
And worse gets even worse for the Buffalo State Bengals. You can't really say much more than utter dominance for the Oswego State Lakers. I mean, we came into this game, Matt, thinking that we were going to see a repeat of what we saw in the SUNY playoffs last year, not 15-14 with 13 seconds left, but we thought we were going to see a very close matchup of 2 amazing SUNY teams who are both undefeated in conference right now. And right now, it looks like Oswego Lakers are a whole different squad than last year.
Yeah, the Lakers' pure domination so far. They have an answer for everything, it seems. Cadez scores and puts the score back down to 6, giving the Bengals some life. And then the Lakers just completely ripped that away from them, scoring another 3 straight. Now the Lakers are up 9. So I'm interested to see how the Bengals are going to recover from this to possibly bring the score back. And the Bengals are going to pick up the ball with Jehoviak. Hard hit in the center of the field. Jehoviak gets the ball down to Cadez. Cadez looking for her third of the day as she passes it over. Cutter to the crease, completely unguarded and just doesn't connect. Costello picks the ball up off the missed pass. And a hard stick check from Willick. Great defense from her. Looks like it is going to stay with Costello, though. as she looks to push this ball over the midline with 1:40 left in the first half.
And with Willick coming off, if this is a 2-minute penalty, we'll see right here, her streak will be over of not scoring in the first half. Out of 58 games played in her entire career, it's a 1-minute penalty, so she'll have a 37-second chance.
Yeah, she'll have a chance.
But 58 games straight, you've scored a goal in the first half, and potentially this streak of amazing play might be over here today at Laker Turf.
Yeah, and Costello gets a nice little clear there. She gets the ball over to Dix, down to Zerillo. Zerillo over to Smith, back up to Kroos. Number 20, Ava Girardi for the Lakers, a player that we haven't seen too much out of this season. She has appeared in every game almost so far, but hasn't made that big of an impact yet for the Lakers. Excited to see what she can get done today.
Completely agree with you, Matt.
Missed pass there from the Lakers. Zerillo picks the ball up in the bottom left-hand corner as she pushes it. Dix dodges to her right, passes the ball out to Hill. Hill looking for cutters, doesn't see anything. Communicating to her team what she wants. Hill puts it into her right, face dodges to her left, gets pushed out, passes it over to Kroos, missed pass, doesn't connect, and the Bengals look like they're going to pick up this ball. As Lum does just that, Bengals player kicked it right into her stick. That could have been a little bit of a risky play. You never really want to kick it right to your goalie, especially in a scenario like that.
Completely agree with you. Very scary.
And here comes Sydney Ham picking up the ground ball here for the Lakers. 20 seconds left in this first half.
Look at a high press here by the Buff State Bengals.
Ham over to Akavisi. As it looks like these Bengals are going to let the final 8 seconds run off the clock. Jahoviak looking to do something, doesn't get anything off Ikavasi though. And Akavisi is going to keep the ball for the end of the first half as the Lakers dominate the Bengals 11-2.
And as a great Michael Cole would say, the streak is over for Vanessa Willick. What a streak it was, though. But let's get into these hat tricks we've seen from SUNY Oswego. I mean, Costello, we really didn't look at her much coming into this game. You know, she's a great role player, great athlete on the entire turf. But 3 goals on the day already. She's been absolutely everywhere. And for me, she's my player of the game so far.
Yeah, Costello has been playing phenomenally so far. 3 goals. If she gets another one, she's already tied how many she's got this season. So she's been playing pretty well. She's got now 8 points on this season. Another player that we've seen a lot out of so far today, that is going to be number 4, Cassidy Kroos, who as well has a hat trick. Junior, as she has 27 goals on the season, 29 points in total. So far, these Lakers have been completely dominating 11-2 in this first half.
And I think that all those Kroos goals really found me, like, they really got me excited because it was such great team play that led to the Kroos goals. I think she probably took a total of, 2 steps for every goal. I mean, she was just in the right position every time, one-on-one with the keeper, and it was 3 beautiful opportunities for Cassidy Kroos.
Yeah, she's really good when it comes to quick sticks. If she can get her hands open, she can absolutely rip a shot, and it seems that she's been doing that today. As you mentioned, she is very quick to get a shot off. She gets the nice pass from the outside usually, and as she's cutting into the crease, and she just rips it, and there's no stopping that as she has her hat trick today. Let's also talk a little bit about Alexis Hill. She's got 41 goals so far this season, 2 of them coming today. She's flirting with her hat trick, so I'm guessing that we'll see that out of her. She's been playing a great game so far. But that's enough about the players for the Lakers here. I want to talk a little bit about what the Buffalo State Bengals can do moving into the second half. Nick, what are we thinking?
I mean, if you look at the 2 goals they scored, and they were both from Cadez, both the goals they scored, they were able to take their time. They were able to move the ball around, and they were able to score. Well, actually, the first goal was a very genius play by Cassidy Cadez. You didn't really need to move the ball around, but you saw the second one. They were able to take their time, relax, and find a play. Yes, the Oswego defense has been absolutely stellar so far, but if they can just move, they need to move a lot more. The hustle stat isn't there right now for the Buff State Bengals. If they hustle and get their stamina up and just completely change their entire outlook, it will change their outlook for this game.
Yeah, speaking about that, just for example, currently right now the Bengals they have 8 turnovers so far this game, which isn't too much, but it's obviously showing on the scoreboard. And an X factor that I have already mentioned earlier this game is going to be clears. The Bengals are currently 3 for 6 as the Lakers are 6 for 6 on their clears. So I think that's going to be a major part looking into the second half of this matchup is going to be clears, turnovers, and something else that I had mentioned earlier was draw controls. Both teams have been playing very well on draw controls, especially the Bengals in that second quarter, as they were down, I think it was like 1-7 on draw controls, and now they're equal, 7-7, both teams with equal draw controls now. And with that, we are going to send to a quick break. We will see you at the beginning of the third quarter.
$50. You better watch out. You got to swat you like a bug.
I'm scared of Joe with a bat.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you because your team is a failure. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Just like that. That's actually. Let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? Ready? I swear to God. Oh my Everyone. All right, put the bat down. All right. This number's like. Sorry, Joe. You're right. Sorry.
Had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch. Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP 10.
Go home, that's 3 hours from now!
Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed,
his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP 10.
A lot of green going on tonight.
We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
those great people being.
If you like action.
Hello and welcome back to the Laker Turf Stadium. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. Nick, great first half out of the Lakers. I want to just touch on them a little bit more here, as they have 2 players now with a hat trick. First starting with Kroos. Kroos has currently got 3 points, 3 goals off 5 shots. She's been playing phenomenal. Talk me through a little bit about what you've seen out of her so far.
Yeah, Cassidy Kroos, I mean, she's making the right move every time. I mean, right place, right time, beautiful runs by Cassidy Kroos, and she attracts so much all the plays that you've seen from Cassidy Croce have come from the entire team working together. They make runs to get defenders outside of the middle. Then Croce finally swoops in there, and one step shot, it's in every single time. Croce has been everywhere she needs to be this entire matchup, and it's been beautiful by Cassidy Croce.
Yeah, very quick shots out of Croce so far this game. She's been playing phenomenal. Another player, number 18, Addison Costello for the Lakers. She also has a hat trick so far this game. 3 shots, 3 goals, 100% shot percentage, and a caused turnover on her stats. So she's been playing very, very well. She's also got 2 ground balls so far this game. So I'm excited to see what she can bring going into the second half of this game. What have you thought so far?
Oh, they're both playing great games. Costello's, honestly, she's a surprise I've seen so far, and she's been great. She's been a great player.
Yeah, and we are going to send it to another quick break, so we will tune right back in at the beginning of the third quarter. See you then.
$50. You better watch out. You got swat you like a bug.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of the Laker Turf Stadium matchup against the Buffalo State Bengals. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. If you are just tuning in, the score is 11-2 Lakers. Complete domination so far as Hill and Josker had that draw. A little mix-up as there was no possession. It is going to be Bengals ball.
And for how beautiful it looks outside, Matt Rudolph, I'll tell you, it's a little chilly up here in Oswego as the players have been enjoying the weather so far and enjoying the game, especially on the Lakers side of things.
Yeah, it is a little bit chilly here today. The sun is it seems warmer out than it really is.
It's lying to us.
Yeah, it's complete lying outside. I can't wait for it to get warm though.
I agree.
And the Bengals are going to have the ball here, looking to set something up as Josker has the ball in the top left corner here. As she gets the ball down to number 5, Bree Struck. Sophomore for the Bengals. Struck cuts into the crease as she passes it back up to Josker. We got a cutter from Cadez. Cadez, quick little fake shot there. Doesn't do much with it as she gets back up to Josker. Josker looking for cutters into the crease. Great defense from Dominique Brown. As Jahovki couldn't do anything there for the Bengals. That's going to be Vanessa Willick, who takes a hard hit. Whistle is not going to be blown, and Costello, player that we were just talking about in halftime, as she sprints down the field over the midline, looking for a pass. She gets it over to Zerillo. Zerillo over to Smith. Smith shoots and scores. Great ball movement for the Lakers. That is going to be Smith's second goal of the game, helping put these Lakers up 12-2 early.
And that comes
quarter.
Immediately from the defensive prowess. What a play to get the ball off Willick. And I apologize for cutting you off there. I was so excited.
Good, Nick, all good.
I was so excited after that defensive play and the ball movement, the counterattacking. That was beautiful to get the lead to double digits for the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, and speaking of double digits, Nick, when you're up 10 goals, it automatically puts the clock to running time until the Bengals cut this down to less than a double-digit lead. So as of now, with the score of 12-2, we're going to have running clock until they cut it back down.
I'll tell you what, if you're not a fan of the cold out there and you're watching this game like most of the audience is, I would be more than happy to have a 10-goal lead, especially if you're an Oswego State Laker fan.
Yeah, you couldn't complain if you're just trying to get out of here for this game now, as Hill and Josker are going to take off yet another draw control. Very even matchup we've seen between the two of these players so far this game. Both 7 for 7 now in the game. Ball up in the air. Green just missed it, and a player looks like to go over their straining line. It's going to be a Lakers ball. Seemed to be a little bit of a push there, but the ref just called her offsides. And now he's going to reverse the call. It's going to be Bengals ball. That's going to be number 10, Evan Murphy for the Bengals, starting with the ball as she runs it over the midline. Great defense from Smith. Evans Murphy gets over. And she's going to fall out of bounds. It's going to be a push, though, on the Lakers. So Evans Murphy is going to continue with possession of the ball. Fresh 90 as well due to the push, so fresh shot clock.
Oh, yeah. And if we look across the SUNY now, I just want to give you guys a quick update like I always do. Cortland's still dominating against Canton. And the Potsdam and Plattsburgh game, the battle of the two teams that are 0-4, Potsdam is currently winning 6-4. New Paltz is beating Oneonta, and Fredonia is beating Morrisville.
Yeah, a lot going on around the SUNY right now. So I'm excited to see how the rest of those games pan out as the Bengals hold on to the ball here. It's going to be Jahovki with the ball as she shoots, and it goes just wide right of the net. A nice bounce shot out of her. We haven't seen much today. And another cutter. It's going to be Josker who gets the pass, and she puts a bounce shot right behind the goaltender, Alana Ekavisi, to cut this lead down 12-3. Great shot out of her. That is going to be her first of the day.
You know, we haven't seen many mistakes from this Oswego State Lakers performance so far, but one thing I've noticed is on dead balls and on out-of-bounds plays, they seem to calm down. They seem to put their heads down, relax. But the Buffalo State Bengals do the exact opposite, and they attack the ball as fast as they possibly can, catch Oswego off guard, and get another goal there, this time by Josker.
Yeah, they do a great job at that. I mean, that's how all three of their goals are scored now, is just like a quick whistle. And so although they haven't been able to do much on the offensive side of the field, they are doing so far very well at being able to get quick rotational balls into the back of the net. So great work out of Josker there. Josker and Hill yet again on the draw. Ball in the air, goes right into the stick of Green. Good stick check, though, from Willick as the ball gets bounced out. Green picks up the ball again, though. She's sprinting to the net. Puts it in her right hand as she brings it to X. Passes it back up to Zarello, and a stick check goes right into the stick of goalie Lum. Lum, far pass over to Jahovki. Jahovek with the ball now. She gets triple teamed, a hard hit. She's going to go down. And it is going to be a green card.
I agree with the call. They're a great call by the referee. But Oswego, they kind of got flustered a little bit. Long pass out by the goalie led to Buff State being very close to breaking that press that they care so much about and they pride themselves on. Oswego didn't really know what to do with that press being partially broken, and it led to that foul.
Yeah, great call by the Lakers. That was a very hard hit on Jahoviak. Great job from her getting right back up. And Jackson is now going to have the ball at the midline as she runs it over. Look at the wheels on her as she gets it over to Josker. Ball now with Struck. Back up to Josker. Over to Jackson. Jahoviak. Back over to Jackson. Mishandles the pass. Picks the ground ball right back up, though. Josker looking for cutters. Doesn't see anything. 55 on the shot clock. Cutter right into the crease. That's going to be Willick. Willick shoots, and a great save from Akavisi. Hits her hand and bounces out. Willick with the ball still picks up her own ground ball. Tries to golf past that shot, and it doesn't go. Two phenomenal saves from Akavisi.
What a scramble we just witnessed, Matt. Everything going every way there in the crease of the Oswego State Lakers. Buffalo State very unlucky to not get a goal there.
Yeah, and Nash Great job getting the ball over the midline. That's going to be Costello, who already has a hat trick today, looking for her 4th, tying how many goals she already has this season. Gross down to Smith. Up to the center of the arc, over to Dix, back over to Costello. Costello, skip pass down to Zerillo. Smith looking for her hat trick now. Costello down to Hill. Hill, using her speed, gets right over the top, looking for a shot. She gets double teamed in the center. It is going to be another offensive foul on Hill, as the Bengals are going to take the ball back up. Another hard hit on Josker.
The Bengals were loving that as soon as the call was in favor of the Bengals, but it's a great call by the referee. Hill's so strong that she doesn't realize that charge can be more than detrimental to a foul. It was a great play for the Buff State Bengals.
And that's going to be Emily Goodstall with the ball as she brings it over the middle. Ball now with Jehoviak. She's looking for her first of the day, as she passes it down to Struck. Struck flips it over to Cadez. Kat is looking for her 3rd of the day as well. A lot of players looking for hat tricks so far this game. Josker down to Cadez. Cadez being guarded by senior Sadie Zemnek. Cadez right into the center of the crease. Josker couldn't hang on to that ball as Nash picks up the ball. Doing it herself to get the ball out. Passes it over the midline right to Costello. That is a clear that has been working all day for these Lakers. They have been able to get the ball over the midline just by making that one simple pass as soon as the attackman starts riding up the field.
And it's been great energy and hustle, too, on top of that. I mean, just running straight past the Potsdam defense. And as we said, that's contributed to Britt Howard's coaching and Britt Howard's practice running. They're so conditioned and can play this full entire game at 100%.
Yeah, all players for the Lakers are still looking like they're at 100% coming out of this half. So we'll see what they can do for the rest of this game. Hill takes a little hit there. She drives to her left. She shoots and scores. That's going to be a hat trick for her today. 3 players for the Lakers now with hat tricks, and that is going to be her 42nd goal of the season. Fantastic game for her.
We got a hat trick of hat tricks out here, Matt. Alexis Hill, Cassidy Croce, and Costello all scoring 3 on the day, and what a goal by Alexis Hill. She sees the ball flying in the air, catches it. She's in a one-on-one. The defender isn't looking at where the ball is coming from, though. Hill is able to take advantage of that, get the one-on-one with the goalie, and it's Alexis Hill. She's always going to score those ones.
Yeah, and that's going to be her 4th point. 3 goals, 1 assist for her. 5 shots, 4 of them are on goal, so great game for her so far. She's also racked up a few draw controls for herself, so great game. And on the draw is going to be Hill and Josker.
And the clock is back to running after that goal, making it 13-3.
Yeah, good thing you mentioned that. I completely forgot when the Bengals scored that got rid of the running clock. So we are back to that. And a great win there from Willick as she sprints down. A quick, fast break here. She dodges to her left, gets double-teamed, tries to spin around, can't get there. And it is going to be a charge foul on her as Lakers are going to pick up this ball. It's going to be Abigail Dix. Great defense from Jahovicki. Dix over the midline. Zerillo now with the ball. Fake pass over to Smith. Croce up to Vassilo, player that we haven't seen on the field so much in this second half. Dix now with the ball. She passes it over to Hill. Down to Zerillo. Back over to Smith. Green now at the top of the restraining box.
And that's what Oswego's waiting for, that move right there. Now the Bengals will be flustered, and now something's going to happen. The Lakers are going to look to make a play, a lot of off-ball movement coming in now.
Yeah, Hill, she dodges to her left. She shoots a diving shot, and it goes just out of bounds. Zerillo's going to get a quick whistle, though, as she picks the ball back up. Passes it over to Croce. Croce shoots, almost snipes the bottom left-hand corner just wide. Zerillo, another quick whistle. Smith, she passes it back up to Croce. Croce shoots, And what a save that was. Great ball movement there. Great way to use the quick whistles for the Lakers as they keep position. Vassalo gets a little tripped up. It's going to stay Lakers ball.
And that comes from Zurillo and Smith getting those balls behind the net, making those quick plays. Crows had a lot of opportunities there. Unlucky to not score one of them, but it's a great idea and great play by the Oswego State Lakers, Zurillo and Smith.
Yeah, and a whistle is going to be blown. It's going to be Deja Evans-Murphy on the Bengals. She's going to take a 1-minute penalty, giving the Lakers yet another man-up opportunity here. Hill with the ball. Hill gets it down to Zurillo. Over to Smith. Cutter to the crease. Pass doesn't connect. Green picks up the ball, though. Over to Girardi. Girardi looking for something. Doesn't see anything as she passes it over to Hill. Hill. Quick overpass all the way over to Vassalo. Vassalo can't hold on to that one, though. It's going to be Smith. Pass it up to Green. Green dodges. Nothing there. Great ball movement from these Lakers. Girardi now at the ball. Hill looking for something. Overpass. Over to Green. Green can't handle that one. Little trip up as Girardi picks up the ground ball. 50 seconds left on the shot clock. Inside crease pass Hill. Over to Kroos, who shoots and scores. Fantastic ball movement from these Lakers. That is going to be Kroos' fourth goal of the game, putting her to 28 on the season.
4 of a kind for Kroos, and what an absolute amazing play by her. Alexis Hill dips it right to her. She's kind of bent over in the middle of the box right there, trying to make a play, spins around her defender, leaves her in a one-on-one with the goalie, and Kroos in a one-on-one situation this entire game has been absolutely lethal. What a goal for the Lakers. I think that's honestly the best goal they scored as a team today.
Yeah, the ball movement that just came out of those Lakers was absolutely phenomenal. They haven't played like that yet this game so far. The connection was there on every single pass, every single shot. Kroos shooting 8 shots and 8 shots on 4 goals, 8 shots on goals. So even though she only has 4 goals, she's still being very accurate. A couple saves out of both goalies here for the Bengals. And she has just tied her season record high goals for the game, so we'll see if she can break that record for the game as well today. And Evans-Murphy comes out of her penalty, picks up the ground ball, but it's going to be a quick whistle. Lakers ball again. Kroos with the ball in the top right hand. Over to Vassalo. Green over to Girardi.
And, you know, a lot of people were concerned with how the Lakers started this season. You know, having an overall record of 7-4 is not the top record. I mean, Buffalo State have a record of 8-2, but hold on a second.
Cirillo, quick dodge, hits a player, and it is going to be a free position shot, I want to say, for Cirillo. But yeah, exactly what you're going back to there. The Lakers didn't have the best start to the season so far. 7-4 currently, but they've already racked up more losses this season than they did over the course of the entire season last year. So they've started to play a lot better. They're 4-0 in conference. That's what really matters here.
And I was talking to people, and I was like, what is going on? Something doesn't seem right, but I think it's Britt Howard deciding the schedule. She wants challenging out-of-conference play to show the Lakers what they can do against competitive teams, strong teams, and they don't want to feel the losing in conference play, so they need to take it out of conference when those games are affordable to lose. I know you don't want to lose, but they're affordable to.
Yeah, and that's going to be Jehoviak that takes the ball for the Bengals as she gets over the midline, being guarded by number 23, a new face we haven't seen yet today, Jalen Aldrich. So the Bengals are going to have an offensive possession here. I feel like we haven't seen one in a little bit, so I'm hoping that they can capitalize on here with the ball in Josker's hand as she has a goal. And it is going to be a whistle blown here. Don't know exactly what's going to be going on. It's going to be a green card, though, on the Lakers as number 20 freshman Ava Girardi runs off the field.
This is a great opportunity for the Buffalo State Bengals here to get a goal on the board.
Yeah, and so that's going to be 2-man down for the Lakers here as number 2 Gianna Zurillo and number 20 Ava Girardi both have at least a minute left in their penalty. So this gives the Bengals a fantastic opportunity to score here, which if they want any chance at winning this game in the fourth quarter, they need to capitalize and get some momentum here. And a bad pass from the Bengals gives the Lakers the ball back as Nash picks the ball up and actually passes it to Akavisi. Akavisi looking for somebody to pass to. Great defense from the Bengals. Akavisi finds Marissa Wessels for the Lakers.
1 minute left on this clock. The Lakers looking for one more before the third period ends here.
Green with the ball. She's looking to hold on to this and burn off the penalties as much as possible. Green taking a little checks there. Hard hit in the center of the field. It's going to be a cross check, it seems, on Cadets as she runs off the field.
And that'll be perfect for the numbers advantage. They really want to just burn all this clock. Honestly, I don't think they go for a goal. I think they kind of want to just burn the clock while they have a man down and just take this to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't think you do either, because if you hold on to this going into the next quarter, you're going to get an automatic free possession. So I don't think that the Lakers risk it, especially if you're just trying to automatically get the ball back. And quick pass over to Nash. She drops that. As Girardi runs back in. Her penalty ended at the perfect time as the ball was about to roll out of bounds. She was able to keep it in. Nash looking to pick the ball back up. She's not going to do that. Jehoviak picks up the ball. One-on-one with the goalie. Split dodge. And a fantastic stick check from number 27 on the Lakers, Marissa Wessels, who just stopped a one-on-one fast break with the goalie.
What a defensive play as the third quarter buzzer sounds off by Marissa Wessels. That was absolutely perfect to avoid bringing that lead down to 10.
Yeah, Wessels with a phenomenal stick check. Great defensive effort from her, chasing after Jehoviak to keep this to an 11-goal lead for the Lakers. We are going to throw to a quick break, and we will see you back at the start of the fourth quarter.
$50. You better watch out.
Hello and welcome back to the Laker Turf Stadium. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. If you are just tuning in for the SUNY matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the Buffalo State Bengals, score is currently 14-3 in the Lakers' favor with 15 minutes left in this game. Nick, very dominant performance so far out of these Lakers.
Very shocking performance as well. I mean, we've said it multiple times on the call so far. No one expected this game to be this out of reach for the Buffalo State Bengals, and this has shown what Oswego can do at their absolute best. They've rarely made a mistake so far this entire game, and I mean, looking at the entire SUNY, you got Cortland up there also undefeated as well. At least all three of these teams, Cortland, Buffalo State, and Oswego, being undefeated before today. As the score looks right now, Buffalo State will possibly be suffering a loss in their column. But some game to highlight on your calendar if you're watching Oswego is the Oswego-Cortland matchup soon, and that's going to be one to watch most definitely.
Yeah, and it is going to be an automatic ball here for the Bengals as Josker started with the ball and now at X with Struck. Struck passes it back up to Josker. Jackson looking for the ball. She doesn't get it as she cuts into the crease. Josker over the top center now. Willick looking to do something, maybe set a pick here. Josker passes over to Jackson, who gets it down to Struck. As both penalties are now over, even strength, and Cadez runs on the field, being guarded by Nash. Cadez down the right alley. Nothing there, looking to set up a play here for these Bengals to cut this lead to 10. Cadez, 40 seconds left on the clock. As Willick cuts the crease, catches the pass, spin move. She gets by 4, shoots and scores! What an offensive possession that was for the Bengals. The life that they were looking for, that they needed to cut this lead down to 10.
And what a play by Willick, finally getting her goal on the day. Might not have been in the first half, but definitely needed that for a confidence boost, and as well as just to get this team rallied and get this team going now. They're definitely not out of the question. Still got 13 minutes left on the clock, but you definitely need another goal quick to stop that running clock, number one, and then press, press, press is the name of the game after that.
Yeah, the Bengals not out of this competition yet. They do need to get another quick goal, though, to get rid of this running clock. But Willick getting her first of the game, doing a great job at giving these Bengals some life back. On the draw, it is going to be Josker and Hill. "13 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Hill and Josker, foot race. Jahovsky's going to get there, and it's going to be Josker that picks it up. Hard hit in the center. It's going to be Vassilo that gets the whistle, and it's going to be Bengals ball. Josker gets it over to Jahovsky. Jahoviak with the ball.
Now Buffalo State trying to set up an offensive possession here. They're looking for something here. You need a goal on this possession.
Yeah, and I think the Bengals are looking for number 17, Willick, to get it done again here as she's in the far right-hand corner. Josker with the ball. Stick check from number 22, Abigail Dix, as she is going to get a whistle blown, and it is going to be Bengals ball. Cadez with the ball. Cadez dodges to her right. Nothing there. She's looking for Struck. Struck sets a pick. Cadez wrapping around. She shoots. And what a save that was from Ikavasi as she almost let that one roll in after the nice stick save. She passes it out to Zemanak. Fumbles the pass. She picks it back up, though. And a bad pass to Wessels as it's going to roll out of bounds. Jackson is going to be there. But they're going to call this Lakers ball.
Yeah,
Wessels with the ball.
Cadez was hunting for that hat trick on that play, but what a great save by Yakavisi there to keep this game a 10-score lead.
Yeah, now Green looking to take it for herself as she gets over the midline all the way in the restraining box and gets the ball out to Vassilo. Aldrich. Zerillo now with the ball as she gets it over to Hill. Lakers with the ball. Vassilo down to Aldrich. Over to Witherell. Back down to Zerillo. Zerillo looking to pass. Gets it up to Vassilo. Vassilo face dodge to her left. Pulls it back out. Gets the ball back top center to Dix. Dix face dodge. Pulls it out. Gets the ball to Witherell. Bad pass, but Hill's going to be there for the backup. She's going to pick up the ground ball as she's dodging down the left alley. Hill brings the ball to X. Little wraparound cage. Jump shot and shoots and scores. Hits the back pipe. And she gets her fourth of the game. What a shot, Nick.
What a goal. I mean, in my opinion, that's the dagger. That's the icing on the cake. What a goal by Alexis Hill, just showing what she can do in any sort of moment. I can't believe my eyes. That was an amazing goal by Hill. The jump shot fadeaway, looking like LeBron James out there, man.
Yeah, especially after she even saved the ball from going out of bounds, what seemed to be about 20 seconds ago. Bad pass, picks the ball up, runs all the way around the cage. Fadeaway jump shot, back pipe. She picks up her 4th of the game. That's going to be her 43rd of the season, giving her 59 points, looking for her 60th point of the season this game.
You know, I never thought I'd hear fadeaway jump shot in a lacrosse call with you today, Matt.
Yeah, me neither, Nick, but seems like that is literally what we just saw. And it's going to be no face-off, a penalty for Buffalo State. It's going to be Deja Evans-Murphy who got a penalty. It's going to be automatic Lakers ball. Hill starting with it right at the midline. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty on Evans-Murphy. Hill gets it back to Green. Green gets right past Jahoviak. Down to Zerillo, over to Witherell. Witherell gets it up to Vassilo. Dix in the top center. Hill has the ball yet again here. She gets it down to Zerillo. Witherell gets it up to Vassilo. Vassilo dodging in, stick check. And Vassilo seems to be a little hurt here.
I think she got to stick to the hand.
Yeah,
there.
It looked like a very hard check right to her hands.
Oh, she's holding her face, though.
It's just going to be, and she's going to run off the field probably to get looked at. Hopefully she is okay. That looked to be like a hard hit. Seemed on her hand, but as you mentioned, she's holding her face.
It's practically impossible to see up here definitely what happened, but maybe it could have been a stick to any specific spot there. Truly hope she's okay.
Yeah, Vassilo, been a key player for these Lakers so far this season. It's going to be Cassidy Kroos, who's looking for her 5th of the game, She shoots and she scores off of the penalty off Vassilo. Cassidy Kroos with another goal in this game.
5 times, as calm as you like for Cassidy Kroos there. I mean, you can't say much about the goal. It's a free shot. It's all you got, and Kroos has been great one-on-one. She's loving her bounce shots as well. I've seen a lot of bounce shots or shots going right on the line. It's been beautiful by Kroos today. What a night for her.
Yeah, Kroos, that's going to be a record for her. Most goals scored in a game for her as she gets her 5th off 9 shots. Great game from her. And it is going to be Josker and Dix at the draw now. 16-4, Lakers with 8:40 left in the game. Little interesting thing there. The clock hasn't been running the last couple minutes. I wonder if the shot clock just got a little messed up or something like that. But
just noticed that as well.
Bengals are going to take possession of the ball. It's going to be Willick who tries to take it all alone. She gets a little caught up, though, and it is going to be Lakers' ball. Nash
was not happy with the ref's call. Currently talking to him about a potential hit on the head for Willick, but the ref won't budge.
Yeah, they weren't too excited. The Buffalo State weren't too excited about that as Jahoviak plays great defense on Hill, and it rolls out of bounds just out of the Lakers' reach. It is going to be Bengals' ball, and it's going to be Rabbit Runner who starts with the ball. Running Rabbit, excuse me. As Josker, taking it all alone, gets down the field. She passes it over to Struck. Josker back with the ball. Jahoviak at the top of the box. She dodges down the right alley. Keeps it in her right hand. She shoots. Great save from Akavisi. Body safe as, Zemanek picks up the ball. And a new face we haven't seen for the Lakers yet today, Madison Wood, as she tried to keep that. in the Lakers' possession. Couldn't handle the ground ball, though, and it's going to be Buffalo State's ball.
Yeah, that's a great chance to spark up a counterattack there. You had one of the women on the Oswego State Lakers waiting for the ball to pass that line. And if Wood picks that up, she can just run past the Laker and the Bengal right there trying to get the goal in.
Yeah, and Jehoviak with another great shot. Almost through the 5-hole. Doesn't get there, though, and it is going to be Lakers' ball. That's going to be Aubrey Green with the ball. Or, excuse me, Sydney Ham with the ball as she gets it over the midline. Bad pass over to Kroos, though, as that rolls out of bounds. It's going to be Buffalo State's ball as Maya Brown starts with the ball here. Little stat here for the Lakers so far this season. They are currently 4-0 this season when scoring more than 15 goals. So we'll see if they can continue that streak going as the clock continues to wind down. 6:20 left in this matchup. 16-4 Lakers. Hill with the ball towards the midline. She's taking it all alone. Brings it right to the top of the arc with 65 seconds left here on the shot clock. Zerillo down to Witherell. Aldrich now. Lakers just passing the ball around. Dix, top center. Over to Wood. Witherell now at X. Witherell passes it up to Aldrich. Aldrich gets it to Dix. Looks like the Lakers are just trying to burn off as much time on this clock as possible. As Zerillo gets the ball back to Witherell at X. Zerillo cuts the crease. Nothing there. Witherell, great defense from number 34 on the Bengals. That's going to be Shenandoah Kurtz.
And you know, in those 4 games they won with 15. Oh, wait, is that a goal?
Wood shoots and scores. Couldn't tell if that one went in.
It snuck
Goalie
right in.
seemed to have gotten a save there. Just barely spilled in there, though. Wood, that is going to be her first goal of the game. That's going to be her 7th of the season as a freshman here for the Lakers. Lakers 17-4 over the Bengals.
Yeah, Wood coming on late, but making an impact. I really thought for a second that the Buffalo State Bengals got a save on that ball, but it crept right in. I was looking at it right in the bottom right corner. I mean, what a play by Wood. But back to my point that I was trying to say before, the great play by Wood. In those 4 games that the Oswego State Lakers have won, scoring more than 15 goals or even 2, they've only let up 9 goals in total in these matchups with a 15-2, a 21-0, a 17-5, and a 19-2. So they play very well defensively while scoring many, many goals.
Yeah, the reigning SUNY champions making a statement here after a very close matchup over the Bengals last season in the SUNY semifinals. As a new face that we haven't seen on the draw today, that's going to be Jehoviak, as she's looking to get something going here for the Lakers with just under 4 minutes left. Josker with the ball. Ball, the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's going to be Struck with the ball. She passes it over to Willick. Willick shoots and scores. It's going to be a no goal?
Oh, wow.
Or I don't know exactly what's going on here. Are they going to take the goal back and give her a free position?
I don't believe that. It looks to be a free position, man.
Yeah, it looks like they're not going to give her a goal off that penalty, and instead a free position shot. There's a new goalie's in here for the Lakers. That's Sofia Diaz, who's only been in 1 game so far this season. No shots against, no saves. So this will be the first shot that she faces, it seems.
In my opinion, I think they should just give her the goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think that should be a goal. It seemed like the penalty came after the play was even over. So in my eyes, that should be a goal plus an automatic ball back for the Bengals. Looks like the refs are going to be going to discuss this one for a little bit, though, as even the players on the Buffalo State team seem to be a little confused about what's going on with the call currently.
I'm really trying to digest what I see, because you see Willick, she makes the play. It's a phenomenal goal, by the way, that she just scored. And the contested, yes, she gets that push in the back, but to not give her the goal and then give her a chance to score again seems very odd to me.
And she's going to get a little explanation here. Doesn't seem too happy about it, as a free position shot is going to happen here. It is going to be Willick versus Diaz.
It is hard to bet against her, though, on a free possession shot. Such a lethal and clinical shooter. It's going to be very hard to save the shot.
Yeah, Willick looking for her 42nd of the day. Diaz looking for her first career save. Willick shoots, and a great stick check from the Lakers there. It's going to be a little ground ball scuffle. And Coughlin's going to pick that back up for the Bengals. Cadez with the ball as she gets it over to Struck. Struck over to Josker. Josker couldn't hang on to that one. And Zemenak for the Lakers is going to pick that back up as she's being guarded by Jackson. Zemenak gets pushed out of bounds. Tries to get the ball out, and it's going to go right into the stick of Bengals number 12, Emily Goodstall. Goodstall getting double teamed. Trying to get the ball out with 2 minutes left. Goodstall gets it to Jehoviak. And right back into the stick of Lakers Jeddes. Hill picks up the ground ball here over the midline. Looking for a fast break opportunity. Stick in one hand. She puts it in her right. Splits to her left. And she just brings it behind X.
And you could hold the ball here for 80 seconds and take a lot of clock away, but Hill was trying to get a shot up and over again. But as I'm saying, yeah, hold the ball for 80 seconds. I mean, you only got a minute 43 left in this game. Hold it. Reserve your players' health. You don't need to do anything too crazy, and get some warm clothes on and get back to your dorms where the heat's on, hopefully.
Yeah, and it looked like that ball almost rolled out of bounds with Aldrich there to save the day. 50 seconds left on the shot clock, a minute and 24 left in the game. Dix at the top center with the ball. She passes it over to Costello. Down to Aldrich. Aldrich back up to Kroos. Kroos has had a day for herself. 5 goals, standout player for today's game. Hill with the ball. Over to Dix. Back over to Kroos. Costello looking to set something up here. Costello dodges to her right, nothing there. She passes it over to Hill. Hill face dodge, gets a little caught up, flips it out to Costello. Costello gets checked right in the arc. And it's going to be Lakers ball. Seems to be an 8-meter possibly for her. She's looking for her 5th of the game as well. An 8-meter shot here for Costello. Excuse me, she's looking for her 4th as well. Costello. Great stick check from the Bengals. It's not going to go. Costello trying to recover her own missed shot. Aldrich gets in there in that little ground ball scuffle. Nice little tip from Dix. And this is going to do it for the game as the clock ticks down. 3, 2, 1. And the Lakers are going to win this game 17-4, moving to 5-0 in conference. 3 hat tricks here for the Lakers today. 5 from Kroos, 4 goals from Hill, and 3 from Costello. Fantastic performance out of this Lakers offense, really making a mark on what they want to achieve yet again this season.
And if you want to send a message to the SUNYX, send one exactly like that. I mean, 17-4 against an undefeated SUNYX team. Cortland needs to see this, and they're going to look at the top of this leaderboard and be absolutely shocked with what Oswego has done today.
Yeah, Oswego really making a statement in the SUNYAC. They may not have had the strongest start to the season, but they are definitely having a season so far when it comes to SUNYAC play. 17-4 Lakers. Phenomenal game. Their defense even stood out. What was that stat? I forget that you mentioned earlier about when they were more than 15 games?
Only 9 goals in 4 games when they're up by 15. So a defensive prowess, let's add 4 to that. So now it's 13 goals in 5 games when they're up by 15 only allowed. It's ridiculous that they can score that much and also defend that good.
Yeah, and just going back to those hat tricks, Cassidy Croce, yet again, she had 5 goals today. That is a career high game for her. So great performance out of her, the junior. And Croce she just really led the way for the Lakers today. I mean, 5 out of the 17 goals for the Lakers. I mean, you can't really ask for a much better day than that. You're helping lead your team to what seems to be like one of your best seasons in program history. 5-0 in conference play. Now you just took the number 1 seed in SUNY play. You were ranked the number 1 team preseason, and you are really showing that you are meant to be the number 1 team.
And I mean, Croce, it was such an amazing fundamental game from her. I mean, she did everything she needed to do right. She wasn't flashy. She wasn't. When we talk about flashy, we'll move to Alexis Hill in a second. But I mean, Croce, she did everything she needed to do. She was everywhere she needed to be. It was a perfect fundamental game for Cassidy Croce today.
Yeah, and talking about another player, Alexis Hill, she may not have had she did have a hat trick today. She had 4 goals off 8 shots, so she shot 50% today. Great performance out of her as well, as she moved up to 43 goals on the season. A phenomenal senior season for Alexis Hill. It has been so far.
It's just incredible the way she plays. It's so unlike any other player on the entire turf. I mean, she's so electric with every movement she makes, and the way she can make her body so low and her center of gravity low to the ground, it throws defenders off completely, doesn't get them the chance to watch their hips, and she can make so many moves, like, for example, that fadeaway jump shot that we saw earlier today.
Yeah, a few amazing shots out of senior Alexis Hill today. The Lakers just, like, I can't stop saying it. This was just an absolute dominant performance over a very good team as well. I mean, they were 8-2 coming into this game, 8-3 now. But the Lakers just complete domination, showing why they should be the number 1 team in the SUNYAC as they are getting ready for more SUNYAC play. Coming up, they have a great matchup against the Plattsburgh State Cardinals. That's going to be next Saturday, in Plattsburgh. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye on the score of that game. Thank you so much for tuning in. Final score 17-4, Lakers over the Buffalo State Bengals. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Matt Rudolph, joined alongside Nick Stetter. Have a fantastic night.